Welcome to the Nebraska DMV Written Test with real questions and answers from the Nebraska DMV. Before we get started, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss an update and help support the channel. Now let's dive into all the questions and answers you need to study for your Nebraska test.
Drivers should maintain a minimum following distance of A. 3 seconds, B. 5 seconds, C. 7 seconds. A. 3 seconds. A driver should allow a space of at least 3 seconds between their vehicle and the vehicle ahead. Drivers should always increase their following distance when conditions are less than perfect. It is illegal for a person 21 years of age or older to drive with a minimum blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of A. 0.05%, B. 0.08%, C. 0.02%, D. 0.1%, B. 0.08%. For drivers aged 21 or older, it is illegal to operate a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08% or higher. Driving while under the influence of alcohol is not only illegal but dangerous. You hit a parked vehicle and can't find the owner. What must you do? A. Call your insurance company when you get home. B. Wait for the owner to return. C. Leave a note with your name and address on the parked vehicle. C. Leave a note with your name and address on the parked vehicle. If you hit a parked vehicle or other property, you must leave a note with your name, phone number, and address securely attached to the vehicle or property that you hit. What does a single dashed white line separating traffic mean? A. Drivers may pass, even if it could be dangerous. B. Lanes move in opposite directions. C. Drivers may not pass. D. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. D. Drivers may pass if it is safe to do so. White lines separate lanes of traffic that are moving in the same direction. Dashed white lines may be crossed to pass or change lanes if it is safe to do so. When getting ready to change lanes, you should A. Check your side view mirror. B. Check your rear view mirror. C. Quickly turn your head to check for other vehicles. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Before changing lanes, check your side and rear view mirrors for traffic approaching you from behind. Just before you begin moving into the other lane, quickly glance over your shoulder and check for any vehicles that may be in your blind spot. Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet. When driving in fog, you should A. Use your high beam headlights. B. Use your parking lights. C. Use your low beam headlights. C. Use your low beam headlights. Drivers should use low beam headlights when driving in fog. High beams will reflect back at the driver, making it difficult to see. When making a turn, you must fill in the blank. Your speed. A. Increase. B. Maintain. C. Vary. D. Reduce. D. Reduce. When turning, you should reduce to a speed that allows you to maintain control of your vehicle, stay in your lane, and react to unexpected situations. This sign means A. One-way traffic. B. Divided highway ahead. C. Two-way traffic. D. Keep left. B. Divided highway ahead. Warning signs are usually diamond-shaped with black markings on a yellow background. They alert drivers to upcoming hazards. This warning sign indicates that drivers are about to encounter a divided highway. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit in a residential district is A. 20 miles per hour, B. 25 miles per hour, C. 30 miles per hour, D. 25 miles per hour. The speed limit in a residential district is ordinarily 25 miles per hour. If another speed limit is posted, follow the posted limit. This road sign means A. The roadway ends ahead. B. Drivers must bury their right or left. C. A four-way intersection is ahead. B. Drivers must bury their right or left. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign warns drivers that they are arriving upon a fork in the road and they must bear either right or left. Drivers may park in the handicap parking access aisles located directly beside handicap parking stalls. A. True. B. False. B. False. It is prohibited for anyone to park in handicap parking access aisles. These aisles are meant to provide space for wheelchairs and wheelchair lifts. At a red traffic light with a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow if A. You first come to a complete stop. B. You wait until the light changes. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. C. You are in the proper lane and the roadway is clear. If you are in a lane corresponding to a signal displaying a green arrow, you may proceed in the direction of the arrow when the way is clear. This is true whether the arrow is displayed alone or together with another signal. You notice that the driver in the vehicle ahead of you is driving with one hand and talking to a passenger. You should A. Give the vehicle extra space. B. Know that the driver in the vehicle ahead is reducing their safety margin by being an inattentive driver. C. Avoid following the driver's example. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Do not become distracted by looking at passengers, attempting to find something in your vehicle, looking at reading material, sightseeing, or daydreaming while driving. If a driver near you seems distracted, allow them extra space because the risk of an accident is increased by their inattentiveness. Prior to entering a curve, A. Activate your turn signal. B. Reduce your speed. C. Brake hard. B. Reduce your speed. You may drive more slowly than the posted speed limit based on road conditions, but it is illegal to drive any faster than the posted speed limit. Some conditions which require reduced speed for safety include approaching curves or hills where visibility is limited, driving on slippery roads, and driving on roads where animals and pedestrians are present. If a child is about to run into the street, you should A. Start to prepare to slow down. B. Flash your headlights. C. Sound a sharp blast of your horn. C. Sound a sharp blast of your horn. If there is danger, you may need to sound a sharp blast on your horn. Do this when a child or any other pedestrian is about to enter into the street in front of your moving vehicle. A diamond-shaped sign means A. Yield. B. Stop. C. Warning. C. Warning. Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of special conditions or hazards ahead. They are typically yellow or orange in color. If involved in a minor crash that causes no injuries and very little damage, drivers should A. Leave the vehicles in the traffic lane where they were impacted and wait for law enforcement to arrive. B. Place 2 orange traffic cones at intervals of 50 and 100 feet behind the vehicles. C. Drive the vehicles out of the travel lanes and onto the nearest shoulder. D. Signal to surrounding drivers by opening the trunks and hoods of all vehicles involved in the crash. C. Drive the vehicles out of the travel lanes and onto the nearest shoulder. If you are involved in a minor crash on an interstate or freeway, you must move your vehicle out of the travel lanes and onto the nearest shoulder. If your vehicle cannot be driven to the shoulder, it may be pushed to the shoulder by law enforcement. Do not move individuals who are injured. Using a handheld wireless communication device to read, type, or send written communication while operating a motor vehicle is A. A primary offense. B. A secondary offense carrying a fine between $50 and $100. C. A secondary offense carrying a fine between $200 and $500. D. Not a traffic violation in Nebraska. C. A secondary offense carrying a fine between $200 and $500. It is a secondary offense to use a handheld wireless communication device to read, type, or send written communication while operating a motor vehicle. Violation of this law carries a fine between $200 and $500. Enter a roundabout. A. Only when there is an adequate gap in traffic. B. Immediately, as traffic entering a roundabout always has the right-of-way. C. After coming to a complete stop and looking both ways. A. Only when there is an adequate gap in traffic. When entering a roundabout, you must yield to traffic that is already in the circle. Enter when there is a safe gap in traffic. At a four-way stop, A. Drivers may insist on the right-of-way, even at the risk of an accident. B. The driver who arrives first to the intersection should proceed first. C. Drivers may slow down and proceed if the road is clear. B. The driver who arrives first to the intersection should proceed first. The driver to arrive first to a four-way stop should be the first to continue through the intersection. Drivers may proceed through the intersection in the order that they arrive. No zones are areas around trucks where cars A. disappear into blind spots or are so close that they restrict the truck driver's ability to stop and maneuver safely. B. Have sufficient space to travel behind the truck. C. Have several car lengths between their vehicle and the truck. A. Disappear into blind spots or are so close that they restrict the truck driver's ability to stop and maneuver safely. No zones are areas around trucks or buses in which cars disappear into the larger vehicle's blind spots. No zones can also be defined as areas in which cars are so close to the larger vehicle that they restrict the truck or bus driver's ability to stop and maneuver safely. A car being in a no zone greatly increases the potential for a crash. If you encounter an aggressive driver, you should A. Challenge them. B. Get out of their way. C. Speed up. B. Get out of their way. Drivers must respect and cooperate with all other road users and conform to specific rules in order to maintain order and to avoid crashes. When encountering an aggressive driver, it is safest to just get out of their way. Always avoid competing with other drivers. A pentagon-shaped sign is A. stop sign. B. Regulatory sign. C. School zone or school crossing sign. C. School zone or school crossing sign. A five-sided sign is used to alert drivers to a school zone. Some pentagonal signs specifically indicate crosswalks within school zones where children or other pedestrians may be present. If oncoming headlights are blinding you while you are driving at night, you should A. Look toward the right edge of the road. B. Switch your lights to high beams. C. Turn your lights on and off. A. Look toward the right edge of the road. If the headlights of an oncoming vehicle are blinding, glance toward the right edge of the road instead of looking directly ahead. This should keep your vehicle safely on the road until you pass the oncoming vehicle. This sign means A. All traffic must turn left. B. No left turn. C. No U-turn. B. No left turn. This sign means drivers cannot make a left turn. It is unsafe and unlawful to make a left turn at an intersection where this sign is posted.